Good day, everyone. Ali Safi here from Safi Financial Network. Today is April 5th, 2024. Here is another daily analysis. We had uptick today. NFP numbers just came up. It was pretty hot number, and still lots of Federal Reserve chairmans. They just announced that we need to pause for the rate cut, or we need to keep the rate as is, just because inflation still is here, economy still is hot, job market is doing great, so there is no need for rate cut down the road. So pretty good job number, but market just didn't pay attention to what they say, and it's just going higher and higher and higher the entire session. If we go to weekly chart, let's start with weekly chart, like the other weekly editions. So we got red bar. So basically, I know today was positive day, but yesterday was pretty ugly. But this is kind of like the right since October bottom. So this is kind of like a 45-degree channel upwards, and still we are below from above from this SMA 20 here, somewhere around 4,900, or kind of like the scenario that I'm looking for, 4640. That's going to be SMA 43, which is going to be my kind of like a very, very important moving average on a weekly basis. As long as we are above it, we are pretty good. But right now we are seeing kind of like a big divergence here. This is a huge divergence. This is the tick line, the blue tick line, as you see here. Whenever we got above this, so market still keeps momentum to the upside. Even the entire rally after COVID, market just a couple of times came down to test this SMA 20. But this rally doesn't, and it's just going all the way up regardless of the price momentum or the price divergence. However, there is a warning signal for me, which is going to be this IMI. IMI is heading down, and you know that this is kind of like my leading indicator. If it goes down, eventually it's going to go down, and it's going to go down very, very bad. And probably we will get into this important trend line, which is going to be 46 to 4,700, which is going to be a fantastic buying opportunity for the next rally to the upside. So I accumulate my cash. The waiting for trend is coming to the buying area. It doesn't. So I'm kind of like ignorant to the market. I'm just staying on the side, keep my existing position invested as is, but at the same time, I don't short the market. I'm just patient and looking for some kind of like opportunity, something like this, or something like this even. If we get some drop like this, so we're gonna just smash to the buy side, and we're gonna just buy for the next rally. Right now, it's not there yet. It doesn't give us any confirmation, so I'm staying on the side. I just, to be honest, I had a fantastic week, and the months of March and April so far is pretty good. Even yesterday it was ugly, but my portfolio actually didn't hit very much. So we just accumulate lots of good stocks, good value names. We just took profit on some gold miners today and yesterday. I sold out my silver position today, and it's kind of like a very, very good move for all of us. But right now, I'm just accumulating my cash, waiting for some stocks to come into very, very valuable rates and fair value to get into buy position. Moving on to daily chart. Here's the daily chart. As you see here, we got kind of like a reversal, a good scenario. Well, you can just make a good scenario that this is a stochastic buy momentum, and this is kind of like getting into oversold and just about to cross over to the bull side. So last time happened was here, just at the beginning, January 2024. And look what happened after that. So the entire rally, just we barely get below SMA 20 and then reverse back up nicely. So today it's kind of like the same scenario. We just got below SMA 20, very sharp sell-off. But today we just got kind of like a recapturing this SMA 20. And this stochastic shows me that we are kind of like getting back to the bull side again for kind of like a buying opportunity. There is no buying opportunity. Actually, the one that I'm looking for getting into 48, 4900 right now seems like the momentum still is pushing higher, potentially for another new all-time high. I'm not sure about that, but this is a very, very great bullish harami here. This is a good momentum to the downside and then flip-flop to the upside, recapturing SMA 20. All in all, when I say this, this is buy. But when I say this trend, since October, we didn't have serious correction. So that's why I'm kind of like a concern and be just staying on the side. All right. Moving on to, let me just going to Nasdaq. Nasdaq had a very, very good kind of like, I should say, very good momentum today, just going all the way up, but coming down sharply as well. So Nasdaq just got below this level here, and then NFP just came up, and then moving fast to the upside pretty sharply, and didn't just have like a stop until like a last, I should say, middle of day. It's just coming down sharply as well. So I don't know what was the news, but it's kind of like a sharp coming down. Federal Reserve chairmen, as I said, it's kind of like they're saying there is no rate cut. They don't expect any rate cut anytime soon. So I don't know why market just rallying to the upside like there is no tomorrow. Um, if we just moved here to daily chart, I don't know why chart is showing like this. So we had a fantastic flip-flop to the upside. It doesn't go below this pivotal point. It just recaptured SMA 50 and just touched SMA 20. So this is kind of like a pivot, the one that we were talking about. And right now, I should say this is kind of like a bullish pattern here. If it goes above this, I should say 1800, then we can see some kind of like a pullback and then moving higher to the upside. Right now, I should say I'm still looking for kind of like a downside move to 1600 to 17,000, 17,300. Right now, it's not there yet. Moving on to weekly chart, just showing you the weekly momentum is kind of like getting to the downside. If you just look at the price action here, price is down, MACD is down, and kind of like RSI is down as well. So stochastic is kind of like a slightly going to the negative side. I mean, like a slope is getting to the negative side. So if it goes down for a weekly, then if a price goes down here as well to, as I said, 16,000, low 16,000, I should say, to 16,400, then if we get a bull reversal here, that would be great buying opportunity for the next rally. Right now, I just, as I said, staying on the side for my cash, keep my all positions invested as is, but for the cash money, the one that I have, I don't invest it right now in big names, especially because they are kind of like over and overvalued right now. I'm just looking for a pullback, a good pullback for buying opportunity. Moving on to Dow Jones, this is a weekly Dow, so pretty sharp engulfing, right? So this is kind of like a level that I was looking. Actually, this box is the target for 2024. I couldn't believe that. So we are just getting into my target, like top of my target in 2024 months of April. This is phenomenal. This is too far, too fast. And I'm just looking for um, kind of like a digestive move. If we go to some kind of like a consolidation or even downside move to here to somewhere around 37,000, we shouldn't just be surprised at all. So that's going to be a good opportunity. Right now, 38,800. That's the level for 900, actually. That's the level for Dow Jones. So we will see how it goes. But right now, stochastic RSI and also MACD, they're just sloping down. And I should say, if they accelerate to the downside, we can see some kind of like a bearish momentum all the way down to 37,000. Moving on to gold, which is parabolic to the upside. Fantastic move. This is daily chart, just 2,328. No one expect this one. I shouldn't say no one, but limited people just expected this rally. This is a weekly pattern, guys. So as I said, this is fantastic head and shoulder here. So this weekly and also monthly breakout, this means momentum is not in hourly, is not in daily. This is weekly and monthly pattern. So you should expect a big movement coming out of this chart. So we can get all the way up to 20, I believe 2,400. So that's the level that I'm looking for as a very, very good resistance. My target for this year is going to be 24 to 2,577. So that's going to be the level that I'm looking at. Very, very sharp correction to the downside. Something like this. So we can see in gold here. But right now, I don't see any like a pullback, any sign of pullback. We are just a close, another weekly close at all-time high. This is fantastic momentum. So if you would just go this way, so if you just copy this one exactly, coming here, so you see that we are just getting to this box. So still we will have room. We halfway through, but we will have another halfway through all the way up to 25 to 2,600. And I believe that we are just getting there sooner or later. So don't be surprised if you see something like this exponentially going to the upside. Again, if you just zoom back here, so this is 2008, and this is the same pattern here. So remember we were talking about this, the same pattern when yield was up. This is nice head and shoulder here, reverse head and shoulder, breakout, and look what happened. So we got a good correction, but that was not the end. So it goes higher and higher for 2-3 years, parabolically moved to the upside for 3 years after 2009. Right now, we just break out. So this we are at this stage. We'll have like a good surge, and this surge can have a good pullback for next rally. So gold bull is not over. We should see some kind of like a severe correction, not today, tomorrow, probably down the road, but that's going to be just a correction, nothing crash or something like that. Moving on to daily chart. So here's the daily chart, and we got kind of like a good reversal to the upside. Again, gold coming down, and I thought that we were just getting down to this trend line back test for a next rally, but we didn't get that signal yet. So we didn't get confirmation. Fantastic move. The next level is going to be 2380. So 2380, that's going to be the level that I'm looking for gold. So if you get there, that's going to be kind of like, I should say, people needs to just scale out some position if they want to. For traders, you can put like a stop loss here at the break even, and you will be risk free. No headache for you folks. Moving on to silver, which had another good move today. So silver just getting into 27.49. Fantastic move. If you go to weekly chart, this is a weekly chart for silver. Fantastic weekly candle to the upside. Look at that. So this is a good breakout. We are kind of like getting into important area, which is this pivot and this pivot. And also if you're just moving back here, let me just go back here. So this is this pivot as well. So previously, if we just zoom back here again, so we're just getting to this breakdown or supply area. So we are kind of like getting close to very, very important level and a weekly chart. So $28 to $30 silver is going to be very, very important level. And these two areas, I should say, is going to be a probably multi-month top for silver. But this week, fantastic move, great move. Silver is going to be, as I said, it's outperformer. And sure enough, we had a fantastic move. Look at this move here. So 3 weeks, we got a very, very nice move to the upside, and we didn't get above it. So no one was buying silver, but when they wake up, it's very, very late. So it's the same scenario, but we had a fantastic analysis, I should say. I should give credit to myself and subscribers as well. So we got into silver nicely, and we just took profit nicely today as well. So good for us and good for those ones who got into silver trade. Fantastic. Congratulations, folks. So 2% uptick today, and still some potential moves are coming down the road as well. 27 to 28.74, that's going to be the level that I'm looking for. In the daily chart, we can get some kind of like, I should say, a pullback, a potential pullback to to the broken level, which is going to be a 25. All right, moving on to crude, which had negative day today. So crude, kind of like a beneficiary of geopolitical tensions. This is a weekly chart, and weekly chart is telling me that we are kind of like, um, let me just clean this stuff here. So this weekly chart tells me that we are kind of like forming the base here. This is a very, very good W pattern here. And still, weekly pattern is bullish. But there is one important but, and stochastic wise, we are getting into overbought condition. And whenever we get into overbought condition, last I should say a couple of times, we got a severe correction in crude. So we didn't get into this high even, somewhere around $100. I don't know if it's going to geopolitical tension accelerate this weekend or not, but this is kind of like the move that I'm looking at. Afterwards, we can just get back to $60. And if we get below this neckline, which is going to be $60, then $50 crude, that's going to be the possible scenario, right? $40 to $50. But right now, crude is forming pretty nice bottoming formation. So if we take it as like a good bottoming formation, if we get tackled to this 90 area, then if we get close above this, so that's going to be a fantastic buying opportunity for the next rally to potential new all-time high for crude. So take it from me that the potential correction could be kind of like a consolidation phase in a weekly chart. Then we can see a surge, a great surge to the upside. I need to just pay attention on this. I was wrong for crude because I thought that crude is going to go down as per yield, but seems like yield is going down, but crude is kind of like a detaching from yield, and it's kind of like uh, a kind of like a systematic risk trade right now. Today, doji bar. So it got into this supply area and didn't react very well. So it can go down still for a corrective move. Moving on to individual names. So starting with, as always, Bitcoin. Bitcoin coming down today when everything was positive almost. Bitcoin was negative, which is kind of like a question mark. Bond yield, fantastic surge to the upside, 2% up. This is kind of like a surprising when bond yield is up. Usually gold and precious metals are down, but bond yield was kind of like a exponentially to the upside, 2%, which is going to be huge for bond yield. Treasury is coming down, so $91.39, $91.39. It can go still lower for kind of like a buying zone. I believe there is going to be lots of good buying opportunity. And then after that, we should see parabolic move to 103 to 105. So bond yield put pressure on treasury. VIX is down, but look at the move. So VIX hold up pretty well. So I thought that VIX is gonna just lose all the gains captured yesterday, but it didn't. Just the 2% down, which is still holding up above $16, which is a question mark for me. This is a very, very question mark. So we should just pay attention on this because if VIX wants to consolidate here, this means stock market correction or severe correction is coming, and potentially we will get more downside for stock market. Right now, I'm just thinking that VIX is knowing better than everyone right now. Dixie, sharp sell-off after huge gain. So Dixie detached or kind of like a diverge from bond yield. Market is very confused and very, very confusing today. Bond yield was up. Dixie was not following bond yield. VIX is okay. Stock market is top. Gold at all-time high. Silver had a fantastic move. So when you see these things, one thing just came to my mind, and that's a war signal. So potentially market is just looking for kind of like a geopolitical tension or systematic risk in the market, which no one anticipate that one. And that's going to be a shocking news. So we will see. Hopefully nothing crazy happened to this word. Microsoft, sorry, Magma indicator, 2% up today. Our technology indicator went up nicely. Apple Just a doji bar. It was kind of like a pausing today, I should say. I don't give a benefit of doubt for Apple. Apple is heading down probably to 162, even lower, 150 can be a possible scenario. Amazon, $5 up today. Amazon is pretty close to new all-time high, I believe. And it's just need to close another $5 or change. A Meta, a pretty nice surge to the upside. It didn't go to all-time high, but it was good. Microsoft, a good recapture to the upside as well. Google, $1.97 up. Netflix, $19 up. Tesla coming down sharply today, 3% down, but after hours, Tesla just substantially going higher. This is crazy, like 171 after hours. Tesla just get positive and very, very nice positive after hours. Taiwan's semiconductor index, SMH, they were positive, but not that strong. It's kind of like a forming a very, very small bullish harami, which I don't give even benefit of doubt. Stocks, the same pattern here. This sector is lagging. Taiwan Semiconductor, just $1.70 up. AMD even. So AMD, just I believe that this is a drop base, a drop. Another drop is coming. A potential scenario is going to be 120 to 125, and that's going to be a good kind of like a scenario for buy. NVIDIA, $21 to the upside. Well, we'll give it a benefit of that, but below 850, it can go all the way down to 675. Texas Instrument coming down today. Lam Research, $16.95 up. Financials up today, 39 cents up. XLF, KBE, 15 cents up. KRE, 3 cents up. And JP Morgan, $1.80 up. Good pattern today. Goldman Sachs, a good hammer here. So look at this wide range bar, and this is good hammer. So Bank of America, 19 cents up. And Wells Fargo, 72 cents up. Not a bad price action at all. So this is kind of like a good bullish consolidation. It signals for another higher high. GDX, gold miners, Rockstar. As I said, gold miners can be outperformer, and look at that. So GDX dollar to the upside, and even after hours, it goes higher. The ultimate scenario that I'm looking for, a good pivot, kind of be $34 to $36. Still, we will have more room to go. GDXJ, $1.39 up. AEM, $1.41 up. Newmont, $1.93 up. Newmont is getting close to important level. Look at this chart. So if we get above this and above this pivot, which I just show my arrow here for a long time, which is going to be 42, 43, then we can see some kind of like a 44, and then sparking move to 52. And it can get doubled from 30 to 28, which was here. So that's interesting. Still, it cannot go even to here to this top, but it can have like a substantial move to the upside. So Newmont is there, so we should just keep it as is. Franco-Nevada, great move today. Franco-Nevada tackling to this supply area. So as I said, these stocks are pretty good. Gold, Barrick, pretty nice surge to the upside, 2% to the upside, fantastic move. And I should say there are more rooms to go. XLE, Energy Spider, up today. Crude was paused, but energy stocks roaring and soaring. XOP, fantastic move. OIH, good consolidation here for a next rally. Exxon is up. Look at that. So this is a rockstar. Energy is rocking, and Chevron is going higher. Obviously, there is a big difference between these two brothers. So Exxon is doing way better than Chevron, and Chevron is laggard. So all in all, I should say, market is confusing, but just accumulate your cash, because I believe that the next correction is going to be spiky. I don't know when. I think it's going to be a good opportunity to accumulate more. So have a fantastic weekend. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.